Welcome to the next lesson in which I will show you how can you make your own trading bots and how can you backtest your strategy. So we have went through how do we make our budget group, and we will make another budget group which should be called my created trading bots. So let's start with this. Remember, we have made two budget groups. One of them was for manual trading, one of them was for automated trading using the bots. We have two bots set up right here, and now we'll make another group which will be called my own trading bots, and we will use only $300, $100 per trade. We will not increase our capital, and we will add the budget group. Let me head right here. So now we need to go to create a bot. We have no bots created, that's sure, because we have just signed up. We will create a bot. We will call it the RSI double bottom 1 minute plus 5 minutes bot. So we will use a strategy which would be just a simple strategy, which means we will buy when there is a oversold area of 1 and 5 minutes. You can call it any way you wish. We will follow all dollar markets, and that's the main feature with the trader AI.coinpal, the AiCoinPal.com, is that you can use your bot to follow all markets or specific markets that you check. Other platforms, or most of the platforms, so some platforms do not offer this feature. AI platform is developed that it can handle and monitor all markets in the specified exchange. So we will add indicators. Now, to just understand what type of indicators you have, you can easily go to subscriptions plan. Your current plan is with a star marked here. We have indicators: RSI, ADX, volume, vol spread, stochastics, MFI, CCI, price change, and all of them are available from time frames from 1 minute to 1 day. And we use current candle indicator state, and we use also the previous candle's indicator state. What it means is you just need to start writing. But what we recommend for users to use default setup. Default setup just sets up that you don't want to buy a market where there is a large vol gap or spread size, whatever it means, whatever it's called. But what it means is there's always a gap between the best ask price, there's always a gap between the best selling price. So buy only those markets where this gap is not higher than 0.33%, or you want to buy it where it's higher than 0.33%, but we want to buy where it's lower than 0.33%. Why is it? It's because if you buy in markets where there is a large gap between bids and asks, then instantly at that moment when you buy, you will be more than minus 0.33%. So make our bot buy only where the spread between the bids and asks is lower than 0.33%. Empty candles indicator indicates that you want to buy only in a market where there are no more than 35 empty candles on the last 100 candles on minute. It can be also 5 minutes, it can be 1 minute as well. Meaning that if there are empty volume candles more than 35 on last 100 candles, then don't even look at this market, and only buy those markets where volume for the last 1 day is greater than 900 $1,000. So this is just a market quality setup that you should use and you need to use if you wish. But these are the values that you can always use as default. So remember, we want to create RSI double bottom 1 minute plus 5 minutes. So you need to just start writing which kind of indicator you need. ADX, RSI, CCI, MFI. We'll use RSI. Now it offers us closed state, but also we have no closed state. Closed state means the closing candle. With no state, it means the previous candle. We will be using the current candle. We can just click on it and I'll show you what it means. And we want to buy only in those markets where RSI on the closing candle, 1 minute candle, is lower than 30. I will show you how does it look in a chart. So first of all, as we set up, it buys in all dollar markets. Let's just look at this one in a minute chart. As you can see right here, it has several of empty candles. Therefore, as instantly we want to know, does this market qualify for trading? It seems no for trading. It has all these small dots are empty candles. The vol spread is greater than 39%. So this market actually does not qualify, and the volume is lower than $900,000 that we inputted. Remember? Empty candles, $900,000, smaller, greater than. So let's first of all look at some realistic market that we can maybe find under ZIL, ZIL. So this also does not qualify. The vol gap spread qualifies, volume does not qualify, and empty candles themselves, it seems, also does not qualify. So let's maybe go to some larger markets like Litecoin. And remember, markets can change their state over time. Litecoin can also become a low traded asset, as far as other coins also can change their patterns over time. So Litecoin has $42 million for the last 24 hours. Vol spread is 0.04. Therefore, this market qualifies. The AI software will understand that this is the market in which you want to buy in. Let's just use the RSI indicator. You can use it. And you can see on a 1 minute chart, the RSI 1 minute only fell down right here. In this red candle also it was below 30. Remember, we inputted 30. Right here you can see the value of 34. But at this mark it's 25.8. So we would have buy signals somewhere here, somewhere here, somewhere here, somewhere here, nearly here. And for us it seems a good strategy to start. So RSI 1 minute below 30, and we will add another indicator, which would be RSI 5 minutes below 30. As we can see, not so many times it happens right here. But maybe we'll use RSI 5 minutes below 40. Let's just use RSI 5 minutes, RSI close state 5 minutes below 40. So our bot is now set up to use these more indicators. Actually, there are 5 indicators. 3 of them is market quality, and 2 of them is our given rules. You can add several of other rules that you can have here. You can add them all up. So, but you can create and test your strategies, and we do recommend to test them in simulation mode first before you go live. But it's really up to you how you want to use and how you want to test your strategies. Now the buy rules, we need to create buy rules first in order to use them. A buy rule is available in the buy rules section. We will just use buy in parts, and what the buy rules offer you is that it automatically gives you the ability for the bot to separate your buys, in other words, to use averaging. What it means is you can buy 25% of your budget instantly at first buy. Then when the price falls by 1%, you buy another 25%. Then when the price falls by 2%, 3%, 4%. Sorry, we have a little bit over budget, but that's not the thing we want to do. So in this scenario, it means when the bot will buy, it will buy only 25% at the first buy. If the price falls down by 1%, it will buy a little bit more, and if the price falls down by 3%, it will buy a little bit more again. Add this buy rule strategy. So that's how you can use a buy rule strategy, and then you can change your strategy if you wish to use another buy rule strategy. Now is how do we want to sell? At this point, we offer only trailing stop loss strategy. What's a trailing stop loss strategy? It means, for example, if you were to buy, if the bot indicates that he wants to buy, let's say somewhere here below where it could be a bottom zone, a trailing stop loss, if the price goes higher and higher and higher, the trailing stop loss will instantly lift your selling point. If the price goes up way up here, your trailing stop loss will be lifted according to the strategy you choose. So it means that there will be when the price goes up, there will always be a trailing gap depending on the trailing stop loss strategy you use. So in this case, a gap will be with 0.5%, or you can choose larger gap if you choose to go for larger targets, and even a more larger gap, 2% gap if you choose to go for even more larger targets. But you can create trailing stop loss strategies yourself. In this particular case, we'll use smallest percent trailing stop loss. In this case, it means if the price goes up by 0.5%, it will then only start to lock your profit. Stop loss minus 100% means no stop loss, but you can use any stop loss you wish. Additional information: which of the budget group the bot will use. Remember, we created my own trading bots. I will use this budget group. Whether this bot will go live or simulation, it also depends on the budget group, but you can use both, live or simulation. But if you use here simulation, it will always go on simulation. So if you want to go live with this bot, you need to set the budget group to go live and the bot to go live. And how many open trades that this bot can handle and can have a maximum. You can also write comments like, "This is only my first trading bot," and create this trading bot. Bot has been created. Now you can go through my bot overview, and you can see that this bot was made 4 seconds ago. We can edit this bot again if we wish. For example, we decide that we want to change, let's say, buy rules, or we want to change trailing stop loss strategy, or whatever. Or maybe we want to just delete this bot or turn it off, or maybe turn it in live mode. We can save those changes as well. Also, we can view the deals that the bot has had in this period, or the bot is having in this period. So we just go to view deals, bot deals, and it will open instantly a page, and you can see some pattern matched 34 seconds ago, and that means that our bot has just bought a trade. So what can we do right now? We can buy in a little bit more in this trade. We can sell now in all of the trade, or somewhere in parts we can sell something. We can lift the stop loss if we like. and if you wish you can also delay the trade, but remember this trade is in simulation mode. Let's see how and where did the bot actually buy. You can always click the chart. Okay, let's look. We looked at 1 minute charts and we used RSI. As we can see, the RSI definitely went below. It's 18 right now, so it was correct. The wall spread is below 0.33%, it's correct. And 24 volume is more than 900,000, it's correct. And now we check the 5-minute candles, it's below 40 as we inputted, and it's also correct. So what do we have here is the bot bought in our specified patterns correctly. So now we don't know how good is this bot performing. We maybe want to check out how well did the bot performs in this win.usdt market as an example. You can always go to backtests to see the historical performance for a bot strategy you have created. Create a backtest. Let's say our first backtest. And let's use the same coin. And we were using 0.5 trailing stop loss. But right here we need to choose what is our stop loss. Our stop loss, let's just took -3%. And we had two indicators. In the backtest, it's not possible to use wall spread indicators. And that's the only indicator that's not possible to use for historical candles. So, but anyway, we had our strategy of RSI close state 1 minute below 30, and we had our RSI close state 5 minutes below 40. Now the thing is that what the AiCoinPal offers to users is that you can backtest the entire market with these strategies. But the thing is that you need to submit your backtest, and we need to wait for the results to be published, to be available for us. So this information that you just inputted is sent to servers, and those servers will reply to you as fast as they can. And you can backtest 20 backtests for 24 hours with various strategies, various types of strategies that you want to backtest. Sometimes it will take longer time for backtest to fulfill, sometimes it can be much faster. It really depends on the load the servers are having or the users are giving. But normally it takes around 10 to 5 minutes, sometimes it can take up to 1 hour. So we will continue this video once the backtest is calculated, but before we go away, we will just look at how is our trade doing right here. And as you can see, nothing great has changed, and we'll get back to you once the backtest is finished. So we are back with our backtest, and it took only a couple of minutes, but nothing big has changed. And here are our backtest results. So we were using an indicator setup of RSI 1 minute below 30, 5 minutes below 40, and the results are nothing good. So basically we come out with profit of -36% with 700 trades. Okay, so we want to basically look for something better. It turns out that on this particular market, the backtest for this strategy doesn't seem to be that good. So we will go back and we will maybe lower it a little bit. Let's say 1 minute below 20 and 5 minutes below 30. And let's submit again our backtest and wait for the results So welcome back. It took only 1 minute to fulfill, and you can see the results are slightly better than the previous results. So in my opinion, we need to look for something else. We want to add another indicator. Let's say this indicator means that if a candle, the closing candle, is greater than 0.1%, only then make the buy signal. So what it means is everything is RSI in the bottom, but the closing candle price, close change for 1 minute candle, is greater than 0.10%. And let's see what will the system output at this moment. So as you can see right here, now we are getting somewhere. We are getting in pluses, and our total profit is also into pluses. So we have achieved something. The difference is that we have told the backtest to buy when there is a green candle and when the market is dropped below the given area, and we have got positive results. And now that we see this, we can go back to our bot right here, and we can add another parameters the same as we're adding there. We can add another indicator which we have added in the backtest, and we can save, and that's it. That's how you can make your own trading bots and backtest them. And there are some limits that you must follow, and basically these limits are defined in your subscription plan. So trade safely, always backtest your strategies, and take care. Bye.